For this weekly 5, we want to look at T-TESS Dimension 3.3, which is classroom culture. One of the things I say is that whether you're walking onto a campus or whether you're walking into a classroom, you can often tell just through the feeling tone whether or not that teacher or that principal is very successful. And so in this particular one, this takes all the skills that we put in dimensions 1, 2, and 3 and really creates the atmosphere that you have in the classroom. Now when you look at it, it discusses the idea that the teacher needs to be able to establish and communicate and maintain clear expectations for student behavior. But I think it goes one step further than that. As you go from proficient to distinguished, it talks about consistently engaging all students in very meaningful work. It talks about building a very positive rapport with kids. It talks about students working together in very positive ways. And we've seen many of these types of terms previously, and this kind of pulls everything together, as I said before. From the teacher's perspective, what we want to look for is a very professional, caring rapport with the students, because when you have that in place, it helps you understand them and be able to motivate them a little bit better. We also want to look for this engagement taking place bell to bell. Is that when you walk in, if there's wasted time, you're wasting opportunities to be able to have a meaningful impact with kids. So we want to see that bell to bell instruction that's taking place. That the learning is active and it is meaningful to the kids. And then students collaborate and support one another is another big component right there. And as we talked about previously, when we talk about students collaborating and supporting, that means that you're creating an atmosphere of emotional safety for those kids so they can take chances and move forward knowing that what they do is not going to be made fun of. Now, an administrator walking into a classroom is going to look for of course, engaged and focused students, and when we talk about that engagement again, it's that immediately you have something that's very purposeful and meaningful that takes place immediately when you walk into that classroom. You also look for students that support one another. You want to make sure that teacher builds that rapport, connects with the students in a very personal way, but also within a professional framework, and then you want to look for that meaningful work that takes place. Once again, with UT Tyler, we want to be a part of the success that takes place on your campus. Let us know what we can do.